Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jody and on my channel I talk about Broadway and books. And in today's video I'll be giving a spoiler-free review on the latest book that I've read. So, I'll talk a little bit about what the book I've read is about, share my thoughts on the book as well as my star ratings. So without any further ado, let's get on to today's spoiler-free book review, and that would be for the book When in Rome by Sarah Adams. So When in Rome is about Amelia Rose, who's a very well-known, very successful, very popular pop star. But for quite some time now though, Amelia has felt just not very happy and content with her life. So she looks to one of her favorite films for inspiration, Roman Holiday, and she's inspired by that film to take an adventure of her own. So she gets in her car from Nashville, where she currently lives, and she drives the closest place to her at the moment that could serve as Rome, and that'll be Rome, Kentucky. So just as she makes it to Rome, Kentucky, her car breaks down on the front yard in front of someone's house. The guy who lives in the house, Noah, comes out to see if she's okay and if she needs any help. And Amelia is a bit hesitant at first to reach out to the stranger for help. So instead she just says that she's having some car trouble and she'll be out there in no time. And after some time being stuck in her car, the real realization starts to sink into her of how she's in a town she's never been before with no one she knows there, and on top of that she has no cell service to ask anyone else for help. So she realizes the only way to get herself out of the situation that she finds herself in is to take Noah's offer up on him to help her with her car. So Noah gets in contact with the local auto repair shop, which then lets Amelia know that her car is in need of some major repairs, and it'll be a few weeks before her car is fully fixed. And instead of being sad or annoyed by this news, Amelia finds herself just feeling such happiness and joy from it because she's in no real rush to get back home to her life as a pop star. And she thinks to herself how spending a few weeks here in Rome, Kentucky could be just what she needs to find herself again and find her voice again. And that's basically what When in Rome is about. So now for my thoughts on this book, I've really liked When in Rome. And before I get to my thoughts on the book, what I liked about it, I just want to first point out that this is the first book by Sarah Adams that I read. And I knew after reading When in Rome, I knew I wanted to read more from this author at some point in the future. And so the next book I ended up reading after this book was not a Sarah Adams book, but the one after that, which is my current book read, is. So I'm currently reading Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. So now for my thoughts on the book. So there were so many things about this book that I just like so much, and I'll just point a few of them out now. The first being the writing. I really liked the writing in this book. I really like Sarah Adams' writing and way of storytelling. And the writing in this book was just very easy to read and follow along to and flowed very seamlessly from one page to the next. Another thing about the book that I liked was the story. The story in this book was just so fun and cute, so incredibly sweet as pie, and if you read the book, you'll understand that reference. And at the same time, the book was also very sincere and heartwarming as well. The main focus for the story in this book very much centers and revolves around our two main love interests, which would be that of Amelia and Noah. And I would definitely categorize their romance storyline in this book as a slow burn romance storyline. So, that being said, there's a lot of banter between the two and a lot of tension between the two. And I just thought this whole part of the story was just so incredibly well done, well told, well written, and it was also a lot of fun to read as well. And the last thing about the book I really liked were the characters. I just really liked the characters in this book. I thought they were all very well written. They're definitely characters that I will long remember after reading this book. And what made the story in this book shine so brightly and also make the book as good as, the book so good is what I'm trying to say, were the characters. They were just so kind, so loving, so caring, so thoughtful, so sincere, had such heart, and were just a lot of fun and very funny as well. So those are my thoughts on When in Rome. Now for my star rating, I easily gave this book 5 stars. I didn't expect to like this book as much as I did, but the more and more I read, the more and more I just fell in love with the characters and the story. And so now for is this a book I would recommend or not? I would definitely recommend this book if you like a good small town romance as well as a good slow burn romance storyline in your romance novels as well. And yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. If you made it to this point in the video, I just want to take the time to say thank you so much for taking the time to watch my spoiler-free review on When in Rome by Sarah Adams. And I hope I helped you discover a new book today along the way as well. As always, until next time, bye!